Here's all the stuff I got. It's currently at L99, so I'm going to make it at LS3 by getting rid of that DOD and AFM and all that. I got everything here from Texas Speed Performance, and you'll see as I go, as I put everything in and take everything off. All I did was take off the intake manifold, the belt, and this AC belt. To get this one off, since there's no tension or anything, you kind of just pull it out forward or backwards, whatever way, and you just turn the motor over and the belt will eventually slip off. And that's how I'm gonna get it on as well. So first I'm gonna take off all the accessories and the water pump and this harmonic balancer, and then I'm really gonna get started. So like 15, 13, or 10 millimeter bolts, just take them out. Remember where they go so you can put it back. All right, the crank bolt was a 24 millimeter. Sprayed some WD-40 on this front half and a little bit on the back where the seal is at, and just impacted the crap out of it. You're also gonna need a balance puller to get this all the way off, because if not, good luck. All right, I got the water pump off. It's 6 10 millimeter bolts, 1 2 3 1 2 3. Then kind of got to pry it off and make sure the gaskets come off as well. Everything else seems to be a 15 millimeter bolt. This one at the bottom. So I gotta get this one out and this one out with the wrench, and the power steering will be out the way. Then I'm gonna take the heads off. Yeah, I took the valley cover off. This cam is definitely a little bit worn. Probably wouldn't cause a problem, but definitely gonna change that out. I just got the driver's side head off. Wasn't expecting this much carbon buildup. It's like really gross. Like it's just flaky. Ugh. So I'm gonna vacuum all that out. The cylinder walls, they still look pretty good. It's been sitting for a year or two, so not the cleanest thing on earth, but it'll be a lot cleaner when it goes back in. These are 15s and the small ones are 10. The harmonic balancer is off now. Now we can get the lifter trays and the lifters out. It's a 10 millimeter bolt. This is what we wanted to get rid of, that AFM DOD stuff. So, bye-bye. All right, we got the top end naked. Now we're gonna take off that timing cover and get the camshaft out. These 8 10 millimeter bolts on the outside come off, and then there's 2 more at the bottom for a total of 10. And it should just peel off. I'm changing the oil pump out, so I'm taking this one off. There's nothing wrong with it. Just decided to upgrade it while I was in here. Found this piece sitting right here. Not sure where it came from. Oh, is that broken? Let's see. Something. It might be this plastic piece here. Yeah, that broke. Oh well. Yup. Get this out of here. Well, good thing I'm changing the cam, because that would have sucked if I would have tried to just start it. I don't think it would have liked that at all. Yeah, that side's cracked. To get this oil pump off, it's a 10 millimeter bolt. I got the bolt out from under there, but you definitely have to take the oil pan off to get this tube out the way, so you could just slide this off. So now I'm taking the springs out. You gotta get these little keepers out of the way. They sit on top, so it keeps the spring from popping out. But yeah, I got this compressor tool from when I did the cam job on the Corvette. But I'll show you how to do it. You take this piece, set it right there, and you get your assembly that you make. The long bolt with the nut on it. You could pick where you want it. That's low enough for me. This piece, the washer, and then another nut to tighten it down. Set it on top. Find the bolt hole. Get it threaded. Get it threaded. All right, once you got it snugged down, once you're starting to tighten this, the valves will start to try to poke out. But if you got it on a flat surface, it's going to stop. So I'm putting my foot under there, giving it just a little bit of space. And as I tighten it, you'll see the valve go down. All right, you see the springs are going down. Valve is starting to open. You can see the keepers aren't really where you could get them out. All you do is go to the bottom. Be careful because they may shoot out. But you just put your hand on whatever valve you're working with and push it up. And these are probably going to pop out, but give it a little tap. Push the valve up. Sometimes you got to tap it on the side. All right, there. They popped up. All you got to do is barely push the valve. They'll come up. Normally they fall off, but they're stuck on this one. You just take them out. Get the keepers out of the way. Don't worry, if they fall through, they're just gonna go right on the ground. So there's the other ones. Now that you got the keepers out of the way, I mean, I guess you could push the valves out if you want to and take it out from the bottom, but I'll leave mine in there. Then the spring should just come right off. So I went ahead and took the valves out and they look disgusting. Now I'm gonna take these off. Some pliers. I'm just grabbing it ever so gently and just twisting it off. I'm just twisting it. And it'll come right off. All right. Use the grinding compound, the valve grinding compound, and reseated the valves. I'm on the end of this drill bit, twist it on a low setting, and just kind of tap it back and forth. I just wiped it all off, but I'm about to put this seal back on, this new one. So I'm gonna set it over top of here, and I'm gonna just put a 16mm socket over and kind of tap it down. All right, got all the seals on there. Once you get the seals on there, grab your 2 springs, put these on top. And clamp it down. All right, so I got this head finished up. Still got to reseat the valves, clean them, and put the new springs and seats in there. Took all the stuff off the engine. I got it on the stand finally. So now I'm about to drop this oil pan. Then take out that one bolt that's in there. I already took it out. It's in the oil pan somewhere because I dropped it. But I had to take it off anyways. Then I'm going to take this oil pump off because then I'll be able to get the pickup tube out the way. I'm going to clean it. And I'm gonna slap it all back together. Definitely want to clean this a little bit. I mean, it's smooth to the touch, but I'm gonna clean it a little bit more. And to get this off, it is 8 13mm bolts and 2 10mm bolts. There's also a seal right here. Mine fell into the abyss. You should definitely replace it, but I'm gonna reuse it. Don't be like me. All right, got the oil pump and the pickup tube off. Oil pump just slides off and the pickup tube is held by 2 13mm nuts. One here and one right in front of it. It looks like this thing was on its way out anyways. This is not supposed to be like that. This broke off. Yeah, this is cracked. It's bent. It's not supposed to look like that. So I'm gonna get all that off. And before I do anything else, I'm gonna get this thing at top dead center. So you'll see a dot at the very top. And there should be one on the cam gear. I guess it's right there, but I'm gonna turn it over. All right, you see the little dot right there? We want that to be at the very top. That one right there. So just turn it over a little bit. Ignore how ugly that looks. And don't bust your knuckle. It's almost perfect. I'm gonna turn it back just a little bit. Now I'm gonna smack it off with a 24 now that I got my battery in. Woo. Almost dropped my phone all the way in that oil. But once you unthread this all the way, it'll come out along with the chain. Chain is still good though. Now I'll take off this retainer plate and then the cam will slide out. Yeah, here goes another piece that's not supposed to be right there. Trash. All right, next we get the cam retaining plate out. This is held in by 4 T40 screws. Get that out the way. And the moment you've been waiting for, this should come out now. You just gotta wiggle it. All right, got the stock cam out. As you can see, it's worn down a little bit. It's not too bad, but let's get a bigger bump stick up in there. This is I think it had like 150,000 miles on it. Could be more, could be less. Yeah, so now I'm gonna clean it up and then I'll put the new stuff in there. Yeah, I really hate these stupid little pins. There's another one on this side and one right here. Supposed to tap it up through the bottom, but it's being very difficult. All right, got it fairly cleaned up. Got the new gasket just sitting on there. I guess next I'm gonna put the cam in, the oil pump, and the pickup tube, and then I could put this back on. Then I can really start just smooth sailing, putting it back together. All right, here's my new oil pump. Here's a part number if you want to get the same one. I think it's high milling, high volume, something like that. I lied. Before you put the oil pump on, you want to put this dampener on, this timing chain dampener. It goes in this way. Now I got the LS2 timing chain dampener on there. And see that dot there? I'm gonna go ahead and put the cam in, the retainer plate, and then the cam sprocket, and then line everything up, make sure it's in time. Here's my cam card with all the specs on it. I went with the F35 cam for the LS3. This should definitely piss my neighbors off. Yeah, they really don't like my Corvette. I got a BTR Stage 4 came in there, so I want to try something different. See what this Texas Speed is talking about. I think it'll sound pretty good, so I'm gonna go ahead and slap this in there. All right, I just glazed some oil over it all. Now you rub it in.
Can we stay home tonight? Try something new tonight. Hey, this drink got me feeling right. I'm about to lose my mind. You, me, and Hennessy, look what you did to me. Fucking so crazy, you twirling and spinning me. My head keep on spinning.
All right, the torque specs for the cam retaining plate, I did 18 foot-pounds. And this is for the cam sprocket. It's a 4X. Just because it got 1, 2, 3, and 4 little divots in it. All right. Got the cam sprocket, the bolts in, timing chain, dampener, and oil pump. Pickup tube back on. Torque these down to 18 foot-pounds, these down to 30. And now I'm working on putting the lifters in the tray. This one's already in there. This one's not. So I'm gonna take the lifters out of this oil bag and put them in here. Slide it in and then you're good. All right, I just put the head gasket on. Then I put the head on. Now I'm about to put the head bolts in, torque them down to spec. And after that, I'll drop in the push rods to the lifters. And this is pretty much it. Last step is to replace this valley cover with this new one. And I don't have that AFM and DOD stuff no more, so you just put this with these O-rings in it. Got everything on here that needs to be, minus the water pump. That's going on next. Now I'm deciding what I'm gonna do with this. Leave it in A, boost it, or what. So I'm probably gonna I'm putting this thing back to stock, this 335i, but I think this one's gonna make a donation of a turbo. But I also still have this from my last project. Do want to try a Whipple car out. I haven't had one yet, but I don't know. May leave it in A. I guess we'll see.